Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's spring, and you're in the garden with Patrick. Today we're going to talk all about the world of hummingbirds. If you've ever wanted to attract hummingbirds to your garden or your yard, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to share with you some tips on how to create a nice haven for these hummingbirds right in your own backyard. These tiny birds are excellent pollinators, helping to fertilize flowers and promote biodiversity in your garden. All right, so let's talk timing. When can you expect the hummingbirds to start visiting your garden? Well, usually it's in the spring when they are on their migration. While the exact timing varies, it depends on the location that you're in and your climate, there are some general guidelines to follow. In warmer regions such as the southern United States, hummingbirds may start returning as early as February or March. And as temperatures rise and the flowers begin to bloom, these early migrants will be on the lookout for food sources. So in the cooler regions, you'll notice that they'll arrive typically a little bit later, and that's usually around April or May. So keep an eye out for signs of their return. So regardless of when they arrive, be patient and keep your feeders filled with the garden nectar. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to make that. It's very simple, very easy. But before you know it, you'll be rewarded with magical sight of hummingbirds darting in, through, and throughout your yard. I put my hummingbird feeders all around my yard and try to space them out because hummingbirds are very territorial. So place as many of these hummingbird feeders as you can and put them in different areas in your yard. Hummingbird feeders come in all shapes and sizes, all kinds of different colors. I prefer red. They seem to be attracted to red more often. And again, I try to put the same ones in the same area each year. This aloe vera plant is especially attractive to the hummingbirds. They really love to drink the nectar out of here. You'll see the aloe vera plant has a stem, and you'll see that these little flowers start to come, and then they're like this. They love to stick their little tongues in through here once that opens up, and you'll see them all around this area, especially in the spring. So I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can get started. The first thing is to plant hummingbird-friendly flowers. Hummingbirds are drawn to brightly colored tubular flowers such as trumpet vines, bee balm. You want to plant a variety of these nectar-rich blooms to provide the continuous food source throughout the season. The second thing you can do is hang the hummingbird feeders, as we talked about. You want to supplement natural nectar sources by hanging the hummingbird feeders in your garden or on your patio. Fill it with a sugar water solution, 1 part sugar to 4 parts water. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. And then you're going to place that in a shady spot away from predators. So remember to clean the feeder regularly to prevent mold and bacteria buildup. So let's do that now. And what we're going to do here is, first thing, this is from, I took mine in from the beginning of the year. So you're going to rinse this off. You can wash it with some soap and water. I did that at the end of the season. So all I'm going to do here is just rinse this out a little bit. Okay. And again, you'll want to make sure that you clean this really well either at the end of the season and store it well, or you can do that at the beginning in the spring. Okay, so we're going to rinse this out first. Now it's clean. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take 1 part sugar, as I mentioned. So let me show you that. So 1 part sugar, and for the first of the year to this year, I'm not going to fill this all the way up because again, they're still migrating. There's not a whole lot of them in the garden or in this area yet. So I don't want to have this go to waste. So we're going to just do 1/2 cup of the sugar. So again, you can do 1 part to 4 part. It doesn't matter what you're using, the size of your feeder, you're just going to do 1 part to 4 parts. So I have a half a cup of sugar here. And then from here, I'm going to use warm water because the warm water is going to melt this a little bit better. But again, you can use cold water if you want. Let it just kind of dissolve in here. So if we're going to use 1/2 cup here, I'm going to do 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts. Okay, so we're going to do a half a cup to 2 cups of water. So just fill this up with water. Okay, now you're just going to mix that till that dissolves. You don't need to add any food coloring. You don't need to add anything special in here. Just 1 part sugar to 4 parts of water. Okay. Once that is all dissolved, then you're going to pour that into your hummingbird feeder, just like that. And as you can see, that almost filled that up 3/4 of the way anyway. So this particular feeder, you're going to close this way. And I love this feeder because it has some little areas where the hummingbirds can sit and rest as they drink their nectar, or they can even just rest and guard their little area. So that goes into here, and then we're going to hang this up, and it's all ready to go. So another thing that you can do for hummingbirds is they need places to rest and take cover between feeding flights. So you can plant shrubs or trees or offer shelter from predators, from the harsh weather conditions. We have terrible winds here in El Paso, so that's one thing that you can definitely do. And you can also give them small perches, as you see here in my garden, for where I have my wire strung, the trellis for my tomatoes. Well, I hope you found these tips helpful. If you have any questions or you want to share your own experiences, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content like this.